Hey, what's up? Welcome back. So today I'm here with my, what is this? My November? Yeah, November book haul. So this is everything I got in November plus my books of the month picks. I joined like the last week of October, so I've got October, November, and December to share. But yeah, this I feel like is significantly more hinged than my October, was it? I think it was October, just whatever my last slash first book haul was. I don't think I was like too wild or out of line in November. So yeah, I'm excited to share these with you. Oh, and I doubt literally anyone cares, but there probably won't be another book haul until February-ish, just because this is so stupid, but we're not doing our friend group gift exchange until the end of January, when we meet up for a bestie weekend to watch the Teen Wolf reboot movie together. Sent them my whole to buy list as part of my wish list, so I know that at least one of them is getting me a book. So I'm like banning myself from buying books until then. So yeah, probably won't be a haul until February-ish. So I know I showed this in a planner haul already, but this is a book haul, so it feels right to share it here too. But I got the cutest fucking stamp I've ever seen in my life from Pickled Stamps. It just says from the library of Dominique Mondin, and like it has the cutest little cat. I could not recommend Pickled Stamps more highly. I'm just obsessed with them, and I am a child, so I got a self-inking stamp because they're just so much fucking fun. But like, look how cute that is. Okay, anyway. First and foremost, book-wise, I got Mary Jane by Jessica Anya Blau. I assume that's how that's pronounced. Literally don't know what this is about. Did not read the description. Just immediately bought it in the dark because I saw a lot of people saying it was Almost Famous meets Daisy Jones. And we all know I've made Almost Famous my entire personality for the past 20 years. And I still need to do my book wrap up. I just finished Daisy Jones a couple days ago, and I need to sit with it for a couple more days before I do like my book wrap up. But I'm here to inform you that I will also be making that my entire personality for the rest of my life. But when people were saying that this was like Almost Famous meets Daisy Jones, I was like, say less, add to cart immediately. So next I've got the final revival of Opal and Nev by Donnie Walton. And this is another one that I am so freaking stoked for. So this gets compared to Daisy Jones a ton as well. And I guess it's just the same kind of oral history interview format, and I discovered through Daisy Jones that I absolutely love that format, so very stoked for this. But it's about, I guess, an interracial couple who was like a powerhouse music duo in the 70s, and then there's this huge falling out, and then they meet again in modern day for like a kind of last hurrah tour, I guess. So yeah, this also seems very up my alley. Very stoked for this one. I will say though, like I cannot stand the way that the cover feels. Like it makes me ill. It's very gritty and like nails on a chalkboard vibes. So I think I'm going to return this and get the hardcover instead. So next I have Endurance by Amy Dawes. I feel like I need to like content warning this. Like this is somehow even more unhinged than the challenge cover. Like what is going on here? And why is this book called Endurance? I don't want to know. I mean, I'm going to find out, but like, I don't want to know. So anyway, as you can see, this is the second book in the Harris Brothers series. I'm not going to like fully get into the plot just because it is a spoiler from book one. And I know that you're all just dying to read this series and just dying to get into soccer smut. So I would absolutely hate to spoil the plot for you. No, I'm kidding. But each book is about a different Harris brother, but there are 4 brothers and like I think 5 books, so I don't really know what the 5th one is about, but like who the romance is with in this book is a spoiler from book 1. But like if you've read that book, it's like fucking obvious who the romance or the love interest is in this book. Anyway, moving on, I've got The Deal by Elle Kennedy, which is, I guess, just a hockey romance. Don't really know what this one is about outside of it being a hockey romance, but I've seen it like everywhere lately. And actually, I'm pretty sure someone recommended this to me like a year ago on Instagram when I started watching Blue Jackets games. So yeah, I am intrigued by this one. I don't like know a lot about hockey yet. I'm a pretty new fan. But also I'm a hater because like what are the Blue Jackets even doing right now? But yeah, I don't know too much about hockey, so I think this will be a fun read. Okay, next I've got some holiday books. I've got This Time Next Year by Sophie Cousins, and I was just adding Christmas books to my wish list with Reckless Abandon, and then I was like, oh, wait a minute, a New Year's book would be so fucking cute. So I started Googling and trying to find like a list of New Year's books, and this was one that I saw like on every one, and it just seemed so freaking cute. So basically 2 people are born in London on New Year's Day at the same hospital at the like exact same time, and they don't know each other, but their lives intertwine every year on their birthday some way or another. So I don't know, this just seems so fucking cute, so I'm very stoked to read this. This is definitely in my December TBR. And then I've got a Cross Country Christmas by Courtney Walsh. First of all, this cover is just freaking adorable, but like what more could you want than a road trip Christmas book? Like say less. But yeah, it's just about this girl traveling from California. Yeah, from California back home to the Midwest. And I guess she hates flying, so she catches a ride with her brother's best friend who she's had like a lifelong crush on. So that's that. And then I've got In a Holidays by Christina Lauren, which is another one with like the cutest cover ever. I'm obsessed. It just seems like it's Groundhog's Day, but make it Christmas. So I think that's going to be super fun. So that's everything for the holiday books. This is another one that I was sucked in by the cover. I just think it's beautiful. It's so simple, but just beautiful, and like the little pops of gold are so pretty. They like literally look like twinkling stars in this tree. Anyway, this one it looks like is basically just about the aftermath of a fatal car accident and just how like that one moment changed everything. So I don't know, I'm like scared to read this. I feel like this is going to absolutely shatter every emotion that I have, but it seems like it's going to be really good. Next, I've got The American Roommate Experiment by Elena Armas, and this one is about a romance writer who has mad writer's block, and she moves into her friend's empty apartment, but her friend already told her cousin that he could stay there, so that's like a whole thing. But then when he finds out she has writer's block, he takes her on a series of dates to kind of like jumpstart her writing again. So I think this is gonna be really cute. Then I've got Finley Donovan is Killing It by Elle Casamano, and this is another one that like everybody is talking about lately, so I'm very, very stoked for this one. So Finley Donovan is like an author. She's out to lunch. She's talking about her new book plot, and someone overhears it and thinks she's a hitman and hires, or hit woman, I guess, and then hires her to do some hit woman activity. This is another one that I'm just like super stoked for. I feel like everybody loves it. Like I don't think I've seen one bad review about it. So super hyped for that one. Then this one is kind of like a random wild card book, but I got Percy Jackson and the Olympians by Rick Riordan. I was Googling books with ADHD characters, and this one came up on like every list, and I don't know if it's ADHD coded or if it's like canon ADHD, so we'll be interested to see that. But I was talking to my best friend and some other people, and they all said that like, yeah, this is for like younger people, but it's also enjoyable as an adult. So I wanted to pick it up to see how I liked it. I did see the movies in college. I think we saw the first two. Were there only two? I don't know. But we did see the movies in college, and I remember liking the movies well enough. Like I was fully invested in the stories. It was like right around when Perks of Being a Wallflower came out, and we were all on that Logan Lerman train. So like I know 1,000% that I saw them in college, but then I was watching the trailers the other day to like jog my memory, and yeah, like I did not remember a single thing from either of those movies. So yeah, even though I have like technically seen the movies, I don't remember a single fucking thing about them apparently. So this will be like a fully fresh read for me. And the cover is like cute too. So stoked for that. And then I got The Body by Stephen King. I've never read a Stephen King book just because I feel like they're so long and I just don't have energy for that. But this is a cute little shorty, and Stand By Me is one of my favorite movies of all time, so I wanted to give this a read. Okay, so moving on to my books of the month. This was my October pick. I went with The Family Game by Catherine Steadman. This is another one where I was just fully reeled in by the cover, but it seems to be just some kind of like family initiation kind of deal. This is about a woman who gets engaged, and her fiance has a very wealthy, eccentric, kind of unhinged family. So when they get engaged, she is forced to participate in this game of survival, I guess. I guess surviving means she's in, and not surviving means death, maybe? I don't know. But it seems like a very interesting plot. So I think that will be a fun read. And then this was my November pick. So I got We Are the Light by Matthew Quick. And like this cover, 10 out of 10. Obsessed. So this one, I guess, is about a tragedy that just rips this small town apart, and it's the story of putting the pieces back together and healing. And this is another one that I know is just going to absolutely destroy me, so love that for me. And then y'all, I had so much trouble picking my December book. It was between this and then the thriller, I forget what the name of it was, but I spent days, like literal days, grappling with which one I wanted to pick. Actually, I might pick the other one up as an add-on next month, but ultimately for December, I went with Kiss Her Once for Me by Allison Cochran. And I decided to go with this because I wanted something less dramatic than the previous month's books that I picked. So I felt like this one would be like a fun romance. It is about a fake relationship, I guess, but the woman is actually in love with the fake boyfriend's sister. So this seems cute. The cover is super cute. But yeah, that is everything for this book haul. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out, and I hope to see you in the next one. Later days.